There's a famous seaside place called Blackpool that's noted for fresh air and fun, where Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom took young Albert, their son. A fine little fellow was young Albert, all dressed in his best, quite a swell, with a stick with an horse's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell. They didn't think much to the ocean. The waves were all piddling and small, no wrecks and nobody drowned. In fact, nothing to laugh at all. So seeking for further amusement, they paid and went into the zoo, where they had lions and tigers and camels, old ale and sandwiches too. There were one lion called Wallace. His nose was all covered in scars, and he lay in a somnolent posture, with the side of his face on the bars. Now Albert had heard about lions, how they were ferocious and wild, and seeing Wallace lying so peaceful, well, it didn't seem right to the child. So straightway the brave little fella, not showing a morsel of fear, got his stick with his horse's head handle, and he poked it in Wallace's ear. Well, you could tell the lion didn't like it, for giving a kind of a roll, he pulled Albert in cage with him and swallowed the little lad whole. Now Pa, who had seen the occurrence, and not knowing what to do next, said, "Mother, yon lion's ate Albert." Ma said, I am vexed." Now Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom, quite right when all said and done, complained to the animal keeper that the lion had eaten their son. The keeper was quite nice about it, and he said, "What a nasty mishap. Are you sure it's your son he's eaten?" Pa said, "I'm sure. Here's his cap." Then Ma said, "Right's right, young fella. I think it's a shame and a sin for your lion to eat our Albert, and after we'd paid to come in. The manager had to be sent for, and he came and said what's to do." Pa said, "Yon lion's ate Albert, and him in his Sunday clothes too." The manager wanted no trouble, took out his purse straight away, saying how much to settle the matter. Pa said, "What do you usually pay?" But at that Mother turned a bit awkward when she thought where her Albert had gone. She said someone's got to be summonsed, so that was decided upon. Off they went to the police station, and in front of the magistrate chap, they told him what had happened to Albert and proved it by showing his cap. The magistrate gave his opinion that no one was really to blame, and he hoped that Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom would have further sons to their name. At that Mother got proper blazing, and "Thank you, sir, kindly," said she. "What, spend all our lives raising children to feed ruddy lions? Not me."